What if the most infamous excuse in criminal history was a complete lie? Imagine a city held in fear for over a year. New York City, 1977. A mysterious figure is committing a series of devastating attacks, seemingly at random. The press dubs him the Son of Sam. Panic spreads like wildfire. People change their routines, avoid going out at night, and look at strangers with suspicion. The city that never sleeps is suddenly terrified of the dark. The police are in a frantic race against time, with few leads and immense public pressure. They receive taunting letters from the perpetrator, letters that only deepen the mystery and escalate the fear. Who is this person, and why are they doing this? The letters are rambling, filled with strange symbols and chilling declarations. They speak of a papa Sam and a thirst for chaos. This isn't just a series of crimes. It's a psychological assault on an entire metropolis. Then, after a year of terror, a breakthrough. A parking ticket, of all things, leads investigators to a man named David Berkowitz. The city breathes a collective sigh of relief. The monster has been caught. But when questioned, Berkowitz offers an explanation so bizarre, it almost defies belief. He claims he wasn't acting alone. His orders, he says, came from his neighbor's dog, a black Labrador named Harvey. According to Berkowitz, this dog was possessed by an ancient demon, and it was this demonic canine that commanded him to carry out the attacks. It's a headline that writes itself, an explanation that seems to belong in a horror movie, not a real-life investigation. A demonic talking dog named Harvey? It was the perfect, sensational ending to a terrifying story. The media ran with it, and the public was left to grapple with this strange supernatural motive. It was easier to believe in a demonic dog than to understand the complex darkness within a human being. But here's where the real investigation begins, where we look past the headlines and into the hidden clues. Was the demonic dog story just a convenient, crazy explanation? Or was it something more? Psychiatrists evaluated Berkowitz. Some believed he was genuinely delusional, living in a fantasy world where dogs issued deadly commands. Others were skeptical. They saw a cunning manipulator, someone intelligent enough to construct a narrative that could lead to an insanity plea. An insanity defense could mean a hospital instead of a prison, a chance at freedom down the line. The story of Harvey the Demon Dog was the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. So the question for detectives, and for us, becomes, was David Berkowitz a pawn of a demonic force? Or was he a master puppeteer, pulling the strings of his own elaborate lie? Let's dig deeper into the evidence. Berkowitz later admitted, years after his conviction, that the entire story about Harvey the dog was a hoax. He made it all up. There was no ancient demon, no possessed Labrador. It was a calculated lie, designed from the start to make everyone believe he was insane. He confessed that he knew exactly what he was doing all along. This admission changes everything. It reframes the entire case. We're no longer looking at a story of supernatural influence. Instead, we're looking at a case of calculated deception. The real mystery isn't about a talking dog. It's less about the mind of a person who could not only commit such acts, but also create such an elaborate and bizarre lie to cover his tracks. He wasn't just terrorizing the city with his actions. He was playing a psychological game with law enforcement and the public. But the story doesn't even end there. Berkowitz later claimed he was part of a larger, sinister group that was involved in the attacks. He suggested he wasn't a lone wolf, as everyone believed. He alleged that other members of this shadowy group were responsible for some of the Sun incidents. This claim threw the case into a new spiral of confusion and intrigue. Were there other Sons of Sam still out there? Investigators looked into these new claims, re-examining evidence and witness statements. Some accounts from the original crime scenes did mention seeing more than one person, or composite sketches that didn't perfectly match Berkowitz. Could there be any truth to this new story? Or was it just another manipulation from a man who had already proven he was a master of deceit. It's a rabbit hole of theories and questions that continues to this day. This case teaches us a critical lesson in true crime investigation. The first story is rarely the whole story. The headlines give you the shock, but the real clues are buried in the contradictions, the changing narratives, and the psychological games that play out long after the crime is solved. Berkowitz gave the world a simple, sensational answer: a demonic dog. It was easy to digest, easy to report. But the truth was far more complex and unsettling. It forces us to ask how well we can ever truly understand the motives behind such actions. By peeling back the layers of the demonic dog lie, we get a clearer picture, not just of the case, but of the way criminals can use stories to manipulate our perception of reality. The Son of Sam case is a masterclass in looking beyond the obvious and questioning everything, even the most outrageous confessions. So, was Berkowitz a lone operator who lied? Or was he part of something bigger? Type truth in the comments if you believe there's more to this story than we've been told. Smash that like button and subscribe to dive into the next case file and uncover more hidden clues.